It is repetition which makes for perfection.
All right, let's just do something kind of fun. I'm just gonna do a quick Batman, and this will be for any $25 sub, so it's the highest level. These are our biggest supporters. The big fish. And look, they've been supporting the stream forever, so I feel like they've been supporting it forever. Should get something cool out of it. Other than, of course, the company of all of us, very entertaining folks online. But this is going to be more, it's going to be a little different. Hopefully. It's kind of inspired by that Cyclops piece. It's going to be more smeared, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. Oh! Oof. Okay, that's not the way I wanted it to go. I'm going to take my finger and see what happens. But Kirihiko, we got crispy egg roll, and we've got PK. So this is going to be more like a painting, I think. Kind of where I'm going with this. This is where that other paper, because it was laminated, allows you to smear a lot better, I think. I don't know what I'm doing now. But I want to make this very kind of impressionistic, I guess. We'll see if I'm allowed to do that. Just put some ink here. This is the kind of stuff I have lying around. It looks like a little blood tourniquet. Red ink, black. I'm looking for a fresh piece of Kleenex here. This is going to serve as my brush. Can you see it? Making it harder for myself than I need to. Okay. Now, is it 5? Right now the big fish are like, we'll pass for the next opportunity. It's not optional. Okay, let's see what happens. Inspired by Batman just because last night I watched Batman 89. It was at the Dolby Theater here in LA. They showed the 3,000 people at this theater. I didn't realize it was such a large number of people, but they had a live orchestra there. They did the soundtrack. They played the soundtrack live. You could see them in front of the screen. They had to mute like the sound effects, the action stuff, the fight guns and explosions and all that kind of stuff. Batman kills a lot of people in that movie. I'd forgotten how long ago. You know, people online are always like, Batman doesn't kill, but I think in every movie he's killed. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of funny stuff. A little like dirtier than I imagined. I saw it with my two youngest kids. They were 10 and 12. And like, what was going on at the end between, you know, Vicky Vale and the Joker before Batman shows up? I'm like, Anyway, and I had to explain to the kids. Remember that Flash movie we saw that you guys really liked? That guy, that's Batman. That same Batman. Yes, SM Cardi 313 obviously made a big impact on you, sir. That's enough. I'm like, what? I was like, and then he's flying, and then out of his Batwing, missiles, machine gun, you know, whatever. Or the people in the Axis, Ace Chemical, Axis, whatever. It's a movie. It's a movie. Yeah, but it was fun to see that, and man, the live orchestra was amazing. I don't know if anyone else. So I think it's going to be a traveling show. Goes elsewhere. I'm going to post up on it a little bit. Super impressed though. We're in overtime officially. Are all our teams that we like in the playoffs? I saw the Chiefs won. Only because I got my Taylor Swift fan club newsletter. I kind of mentioned it there. Those I went to the store. I wasn't super that Dodgers. There's like a Dodgers fan club store at the Universal Studios. I wasn't impressed with their assortment of Otani or Yamamoto apparel, but I'm sure there'll be some cool stuff that will come out. What I like about drawing like this is I don't have to worry about anything. It is the freest and probably the funnest way of creating. It's just sort of like on the fly, just go. You don't know where it's going to go. I don't know where it's going to go. I didn't intend it for him to look so emaciated, actually. You know. But okay, and his nostrils way. All right, okay. Let's do that. And someone mentioned those knives. I did get a set. Yes, there are Batman knives with my artwork etched into the side of the big blade. Again, something I never expected to happen. Yeah. Am I just doodling? Yeah. It's a giveaway. And then in subsequent streams, there'll be something for the people at the $10 level, and then others at the $5 level. And then, like even earlier, we gave away a sketchbook that went to anyone in stream, anyone in chat. And in fact, I think the winner was just someone that just follows the stream. I don't even think it was a sub. But the other thing I noticed at Batman 89 is how wide the costume was on his face. So you could see gaps on the side. You know, there were times when it looked like his head, like it was swimming inside the cowl, right? And that was, I'm sure, just because if it was completely flush, he couldn't move his head, right? I mean, he could hardly, like, he couldn't move his neck anyway. But even within that, I think it was probably just really uncomfortable. And he was doing a lot of this kind of full body looking. And you know how they solved it later on? The side of the cowl, the jowls, is the hardest part. They start pushing that back for the Christian Bale ones, and then later, all that is CG, right? So if you see the raw footage, the top part of the cowl, and then there's loose flaps that they just like cloth on the side, and they basically in post, basically visually tighten it up. So, you know, people talk about practical suits. Yes, they're practical, but then they will tighten them up or beef up the physique or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do in post. So the coolest stuff, I think, is a combination of practical and special effects, and where you don't know exactly what's real, what's not real, but it looks all real, right? That's the secret. All right. Okay, it looks very back heavy here, like it's been pulled up. Okay, so we're gonna fix that. You know how I fix that? You can either pull the structure down, or you can put more ink there. And then by putting more ink, you're just sort of hiding it in the darkness. And I'm lifting it up because I don't want to get ink on my mouse pad. Well, I'm doing stuff over here you can't see. That's what I did. It's just sort of abstract. I don't know what that is. Okay. At any point, you go like you've gone too far. Let me know. I can stop. This will be interactive. Very tacky. And by tacky, I mean sticky. All right. Now we'll get some white out. This eye is too low. I thought it was too low. Okay, we're going to finish that up a little bit. Okay, we're going to fix up the pointers, what you guys call ears. I don't know what that is. We'll make it into something. That was initially the ear, and then it kind of got away from me. Oh, I have a brush here, and let's clean it up. We're professionals here. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? Probably be best if I did this on screen. Just thinning out these lines here. Whoever invented the brush, amazing. I saw the movie Napoleon the other day, and as with historical films, I just love seeing kind of the technology of that era. How did they conduct battle? How did they communicate with each other? And there's one thing that was really cool towards that end. They had scouts that would basically keep track of the armies, right? So they knew where they were on the battlefield. And their scouts were on horseback, because that was the fastest mode of transportation. And the scouts had 2 horses, and they would obviously push them and make them gallop as fast as possible, and then they would jump from one horse to the other. Does that make sense? Pretty cool idea, right? Is that you're going to tire your horse out because of the extra weight, so you go from one horse to the other, but they basically have them tied together, and you're running around together. Like, and both sides, the British and the French, were using that same technology. So that was the technology back in the day. So like, it's just it's cool. I find it cool. But I think about the Roman Empire quite a bit, and other sort of historical eras, periods of time. So now I'm doing some like light cross-hatching with the brush. It's thicker than the pen, so I like the variance. I like the differentiation of it all, and maybe I can even get in and do some like craggly stuff like this. Can you see that? Okay. I think I'm mostly done in that I fixed this by extending the ink up, and now it looks like his head's going off the page. So I need to basically re-establish kind of what's going on up here. Yes, got it. All right. So we are going to go raid someone, for those of you who don't know, and then I should be streaming again next weekend. Might be later in the day, but I'll let you know. check out the Discord channel. There'll be updates. If it's not next weekend, it'll be the weekend after. I just have a little bit of travel and some stuff with the kids going on. So just adding some little bits of fun and detail kind of in the background here. And then we're going to roll this off here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at that. Okay. It's getting there. It's getting there. Okay. Let's fix this. I don't know what's going on over here. And like that. Okay. I made that commitment to the nose and I gotta follow through. That eye's bothering me still. I have a feeling it's in the completely wrong area, so I'm going to basically obliterate it like that and then redraw it ink. With, okay. We're just going to pull that off there. Okay. Let's add some more grit and detail while we're letting that dry. I did kind of like it with all dark because it kind of, you know, you see that a lot too, where the eye is kind of, it's basically in shadow. So if I can't nail it with this, okay, here we go. Can I do it? Can I do it? It's good. All right. Let me just all right. Let's see if we can see this. It's so funny because it looks so small on the screen. Let's take a picture for the Discord channel here.